Can you repeat it some again?
Yeah. 0 to 5, mean 0 to 5. I'm getting it. Yeah, this particular problem. I want you to calculate the median. So this is a continuous series, so I want you to calculate median for this. So what will be the first step for that? What will be the first step to calculate? Yes, Daniel? You have to get the cumulative frequency. Very good. And then what will be the initial formula that you will apply to locate the median class?
Size of n plus 1 by 2.
Size of what?
N plus 1 by
n plus
2.
1 by 2.
Come again. For continuous series? For continuous series, you do the same size of n plus 1 by 2.
Find the
Anyone else?
frequency.
I don't know whether this was come. Yeah, fine. Then, how will you locate the median class? Okay, so we'll go step by step. You're going to calculate the cumulative frequency. Fine. First, we'll do that. Okay, so 3, then 5 plus 3, 8,
8,
16,
16,
21.
21, 25.
25.
Thank you.
25.
Okay, now what is the next step?
We have to
What is the next step? N, otherwise referred to as sigma f, okay, which is equal to, the total is also 20. Okay, how will you locate the median class? What is the formula? Anyone? For locating the median class?
Ma'am, n by 2 term, ma'am.
Very good. Who said that? Danusha P. Very good. Right? Please don't get confused. This is where our formula will change. Only in the continuous series of problem, formula will change. So individual and discrete, you use size of n plus 1 by 2. Whereas here you will try to locate the size of n by 2. Right? Please make a note of that. So which means, where exactly are we locating? We are only locating, okay? We have not found the median at all. We have only located where our median could lie, that's all. Yes? So n by 2 will be 25 by 2 onwards. Where does it, which item could that be? 12.5th item.
1.5.
Yes. So 12.5th item would mean that up to 3 it is here, right? Then from 4 to 8 you will find here. From 9 to 16 you will find in this particular class, right? So let me highlight that. Okay, right? So what has happened here? We have now located our median with the help of this. So 12.5th item will eventually lie here because it will be from 9th item till 16th item will be found in this particular class, right? Okay. 9th, 12th, yeah, 9th to 16th item is found in this particular class. Okay, so which means our median will lie somewhere between 10 to 12, sorry, 10 to 15. But which exactly we don't know. But we know one thing, that our lower limit will start from what? 10. Is it not? 10 plus something. But it will not be more than 15. Yeah. And what other things we have? We have our n by 2, which is equal to 12.5, right? And then what more we need? We need the formula for this, right? So median formula will be, right, L plus n by 2 minus CF, okay, by F into I multiplied by I, right? So this is going to be the median formula. But we have to be very clear about what our F and our CF is going to be. So you forget this particular CF, right? It is going to be the CF will be preceding, because here it is this 10 to 15. It could lie anywhere, right? So we can't take this entire CF. It has to be something previous. So I'm going to color this back to black. Okay, this doesn't matter for us. We have only used it for locating. And we are going for a preceding, right? Preceding one. Yeah. So your preceding that median class, that will be your CF. And your frequency will belong to whatever median class frequency is there. And of course, you know your I, which is the difference, class interval. So here, what we are going to do, what are the things that we need? We have L, we have n by 2. We have identified our CF, which is preceding to our median class. And then our F is also equal to 8. And our I will be the difference between the class interval. So the difference is 5 here. Okay, for example, right? 5 to 10, 0 to 5, like that. So it's a difference between the class. Okay. So now try to substitute it here. So your median will be equal to L, which is 10 plus, okay. So I'll tell you one more way by which students commit mistakes. What they do is they take L also along the formula, inside the formula. L is separate. You're trying to find out 10 plus something is the median. That something is what comprises of n by 2 minus CF by F into I, right? But what people do is they'll also take L inside, and then it will become L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into I, and they get confused totally. They'll get a totally different answer. So take 10 plus separately and keep it, right? Don't mix it up with anything. And then n by 2, you know, it is 12.5 minus CF, you know, it is 8. And then F also is 8. Okay, and then you're going to multiply by 5. So what is the answer? Somebody gave the answer. Someone gave the answer. Yes, 12.8125. Very good. Is it clear? Right. So this is how you calculate your continuous series median. So you know how to calculate individual, you know how to calculate discrete. Now this is how you calculate continuous series. So for individual and discrete, the formula is for locating will be size of n plus 1, right? Whereas with regard to median, for continuous, it will become size of n by 2. Is it clear? So if you have taken, I would like to introduce, in the same problem itself, I would like to say. Okay, now when we talk about quartiles, right? You have Q1, Q2, and Q3. What is the median equal to? Median is also equal to which quartile?
Q2, ma'am.
Q2, right? Median is equal to Q2, right? Because it divides the entire series into just 50-50, right? Into two halves, right? So it is Q2. Q1 is where you will have above that, you will have, okay, or less than that Q1 value, you have 25%. More than that Q1 value, you will have 75%, right? Whereas coming to quartile 3, right, you will have, that particular value. More than that will be 25%, less than that will be 75%, right? So this is how you categorize your median. Now, you're going to also calculate your Q1 and your Q3, because this will be helpful. Only if you know to calculate your quartile, then only you will be able to calculate your quartile deviation. Quartile deviation talks about Q3 minus Q1, how much is it, and so on, right? So you should know how to calculate Q1. You should also know how to calculate Q2. Now, since this problem is there, I just want you to calculate Q1 as well as Q3. Okay, only one difference we are going to do in this problem. What is the difference? What is the only change that we are going to do? So far, we
Rank
have
of
seen,
Q1 is equal to 3 n by 4, ma'am.
excellent. Who said that?
ma'am.
Yes, Akshay
Danusha,
and
ma'am.
Danusha. Very good. Danusha, very active. You are very good. So, to do this or not, you are trying to locate. With size of n by 2. Now, in terms of Q1, right, you will say, you will locate it with the help of size of n by 4. Okay, because it talks about 25%. 2 means it talks about 50% item. 4 means it talks about 25% of item will only comprise Q1, right? So which means Q3 means what will it be? You're referring to what percentage of
3n
item?
by 4, ma'am.
75.
Very good. It means we're referring to 75%. Very good. Bharat and others, right? So you're referring to 75%, right? So therefore it is 3 by 4. Okay. I'll write it like this, 3n by 4. Otherwise you might get confused. Or it is actually nothing but 1 by 2 of n, Q2. 1 by 4 of n is Q1. 3 by 4 of n is Q3. Okay. Half of n, 1/4 of n, 3/4 of n. N is what? The number of items. Suppose you're going to have, right, about 10 or say 12 items, right? Maybe I'll give you. Okay, suppose you're going to have 8 items, right? So how are you going to calculate your Q1, Q2, and Q3, right? So basically, okay, I will, right? So this is in individual observation, right? For individual observation, your median will always, the formula will remain the same. That is, it will be size of, what will you do? N plus 1, right?
By 2.
Right? So then, median I told you is Q2. Okay, so now we are going to look at Q1. Okay, so median in this case will be size of n plus 1 by 4. Okay, and what will be Q3 then? Median will be size of, right, 3n plus 1 by 4. Or in other words, we'll put it as 3 by 4 n plus 1. That will be better, right? So we'll write 3 by 4 n plus 1 item. This is what we are trying to say. Okay. So this is 1/4, this is half, this is 3/4. Okay. So accordingly, you will be calculating, right? You will use a formula here to locate, right? What are the values, and you will be calculating. Is it clear? So you can take down this problem also and try to locate your answers accordingly. So Q2, this is how many? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so it's 10 by 2, fifth item. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth item, already it is arranged, right? So I'm directly using it. So my fifth item is Q2. Okay, fifth item is Q2. Right? So just find out Q1 and Q3 also. So it will lie somewhere here, right? And then the Q3 will lie somewhere between 14 and 16. This will lie between 4 and 6. Okay. Let's try to find out and tell me. Q1, what's the answer you're getting?
$2.5, ma'am.
2.5
2.5
ma'am.
coming, ma'am.
2.5. Okay. Between 2 and 2.5?
For me, 2.5, ma'am.
Yeah. 2.5. 2.5?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Right. So this is your Q1. And then Q3?
7.5, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Q3 is 7.5, ma'am.
You are referring to the size. You're not giving me the
Ma'am,
answer.
shouldn't it be 3, ma'am?
2.5.
Q1?
That's what I'm saying. That's what. See, that's a mistake you all make. Here, the answer is 2.5.
The size is 2.5,
4 ma'am.
ma'am,
Then
but the
the
answer is 3.
Size is
that's what
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
asking.
Answer
Size
only
is
2.5, ma'am.
2.5, which means 2 plus 4, 6 by 2. That's why I said it lies somewhere between this. Okay. So the answer is 6 by 2, which is 3. Right? 3 is your Q1. Right? Same way, find here. So 2.5 into 3, 3 times of 2.5, 7.5th item.
7.
This is the mistake I told, right? People assuming the size as answer. So 5, 6, 7. So 7 and 8. 14 plus 16 by 2. 30 by 2, which is 15. Now you get it? This is how you do it in your individual observation.
ma'am, for Q1, ma'am, 2.5th term, shouldn't it be 4 plus 6 divided by 2?
5.
Q1 is 5, ma'am.
What, ma'am?
Q1, shouldn't it be 5, ma'am? Like 4
So
plus.
between 2 and 3. Yes, correct. Yeah. Between 2 and 3.
Love you, Daddy.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So it is somewhere here. Okay, we'll write 5. 5 is your Q1, right? And this one you're getting as 15, right? 15 is your Q3. Okay. So now are you able to get the picture? Q1 25% of the items are less than that, whereas 75% of the items are more than Q1. So it is, when you say 5, we are talking about, it is 1/5, right? 1/4, right, of your entire series, right? 1/4 of items only is represented in Q1. Q2, it is half. Q3, 75% is less, right? So it is, after that, only 25%. So it's representing 3/4. That particular value is representing 3/4 of your N, right? Okay, this is representing 50% of the N. This is representing 25%. Okay, so you have this understanding. This is only for individual observation, right? Discrete series, you will find this, and then you will find out where exactly it is lying with the help of CF, right? But now I want you to calculate for this. Okay, you have calculated median. I want you to calculate Q1 and Q3, and the formula will also change accordingly. Where will the formula change? Wherever you have n/2, if you're calculating Q1, you will replace by n/4. If you're calculating Q3, you will replace it by 3/4n. Okay, so here the formula has to change depending on whether it is Q1 or whether it is Q3. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, please take this down. I think I may have to put it under charge. Try to finish this. And meanwhile, I'll take attendance. So I told you this has to be n/4. Okay, so this will be the difference. So accordingly, your CF value and F value will change based on where you locate it. Okay, so once you locate your Q1, then if it lies between 5 and 10, then 5 will be your F and CF will be 3. Like that, you have to make sure you take the right CF, right F, okay, and the right class, Q1 class, Q3 class, and median class. Okay, so let's try to finish this. Have you all taken down? You already have this problem, right? Only the formula and other things will change. This I'll stop sharing.